Do you want to grow your business by getting a ton of free traffic to your website? I mean, who doesn't, right? Well, in this video, I'm going to introduce you to something that's called SEO. And if you're already familiar with it, I still recommend you stick around because you might get an insight that you haven't thought about. So hold on a second. Hi, my name is Juan, and in this channel I talk a lot about online business as well as self-development. So if that's something you might be interested in, then make sure you subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos that I release. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So what is SEO? Well, SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. But what is Search Engine Optimization? Well, you know when you search for something on Google and you probably find what you're looking for? Well, that's because Google is looking for the most relevant websites to what you were searching for. And by the way, that's called a search query. Now, some of these search queries get thousands and even hundreds of thousands of searches every month. So imagine how much traffic or people you could get to your website if you knew how to signal to Google that your website is the most relevant to that search query and it should be on the top of the search results. But how can you do that? Well, there are a lot of factors that come into play, and many of them are a closely guarded secret. But there are some that have become a public knowledge. But before I get into that, I want you to understand how search results look like and the different things that can show up on search results. So search results contain several different things, and it depends on the search query as well. So they might contain ads, they might contain featured snippets, and they will contain organic results. So depending on the search query, sometimes advertisers pay to show up on the top of the search results, and nearby these results you will see a little icon that says ad, okay, so they pay to be there. Then you've got the featured snippets, which can be videos, can be maps, can be answers to questions. So Google features these websites because it thinks that they answer that search query in the best possible way. And then you've got the organic results under that. And you want to show up either on the featured snippets or on the organic search results, or maybe on both of them, okay? So if you create good enough content and you know how to signal to Google that your content is the best to show up in there, you can get a lot of free traffic to your website, to your video, to your content, whatever you're trying to rank on Google. And most people, when they search for something on Google, they will click on the first page of Google. They probably almost never go to the second or third page. So all the traffic funnels to the first page of Google, and that's where you want to be. So first I'm going to talk about how to find good search queries or keywords to rank for on Google search results. And then I'm going to explain how you can signal to Google that your website is the most relevant to that search query. Now, Google itself can actually help you with that. If you go to Google and Google anything that is related to your niche, okay? So let's say you are in the baking cakes business, just go to Google and start typing cake or baking a cake, and you will see Google actually auto-completes your sentence. And it does so by taking into account the most popular searches that people are looking for, okay? So you will know what people are most interested in and what are they looking for on search engines. Now, these search queries get the most traffic to them. And by the way, I recommend you do it in incognito mode, so it doesn't influence what Google suggests based on your search history. If you go to incognito mode, Google doesn't save your search history. Another way is going to forums like Quora, Reddit, AnswerThePublic.com, or even Facebook groups and see what people are asking about and what words exactly are they using. These are search queries they are probably using on Google as well. Another way is using keyword tools, and there are free ones as well as paid ones. For a free keyword tool, I suggest Ubersuggest, and for paid ones, you've got Ahrefs, you got keywordtool.io, and you got Keyword Finder, as well as many others. I don't know how accurate they are. I usually like to use Google Suggest and forums because this is proven and I can see that people are actually asking those questions. but if you want to go deeper into SEO, then some keyword tools will really help you out with that. A good way to make sure your keyword is valid is going to Google Trends and typing your keywords in there and seeing what's the trending of that keyword. Is it going up? Is it going down? Is it static? So you know that your keyword is not just something for the short term, actually for the long term. Another way is going to a website called BuzzSumo, typing in your search query and finding out what are the most popular articles that are most shared online. And that's another way to signal to Google that your content and your website or page is relevant to that search query, because people are actually sharing it and giving what is known as social signals. Now, the best way to signal to Google that your page is relevant, your website is relevant to that search query, is actually creating content that contains those keywords. Okay, so for example, creating articles or videos that contain those keywords. And the way you optimize those articles or videos is by using your keywords in the title at the beginning. This is important. Using it in the description, in the content itself, in the meta description, title, and your URL. Okay, so the more you have your keyword in your content and in your title and everywhere, the more Google understands that that content is relevant to that search query. Another way is by getting links from authoritative websites to your content, because that way Google understands that your content might be relevant since it trusts those authoritative websites. And it's important that those websites are relevant to your content, so not just any website, but relevant websites. And in that way, Google understands that your content might be legit and might be relevant to that search query. Now, when I say authoritative websites, I mean big websites that have established themselves and have gained the trust of Google. Okay, so for example, if I'm talking about business, then getting links from Forbes magazine, for example, into my content will signal to Google that my content might be legit. Now, there are several ways you can do that, and the first one is by creating high quality content that is epic and you think can really benefit the readers of that website. Okay, so for example, if I create a super high quality content around business and I point it out to someone on Forbes and they really think that can benefit their readers, they might link to me. Okay, another way is by guest posting. Okay, so you can go to some websites that allow that. For example, let's say that Forbes allows guest posting. What I can do is go to their website, write a really high quality content for them, a really high quality blog post, post it in their website and have a link tracking back to my website. That's another way to getting links to your website as well as benefiting the other party. The third way is by collaborating. Maybe you can agree to share a link to each other, though usually if your website is small, then it won't be of much interest to these big websites. And some websites might even accept payments for that. Another way, as I said before, is getting social signals. Okay, so create content that is easily shareable, that people like to share with each other. Basically give Google the impression that it's popular and it's interesting, so Google understands that it's relevant for that search query. Now, these are some of the basic things you can do to signal to Google that your content is relevant for that search query. SEO is a big animal and there are many aspects to it, and if you want to go deeper into SEO, then I recommend you read the blog of Moz, which are the specialists in SEO, as well as watching videos from Ahrefs on YouTube. They create really awesome videos, so I highly recommend you watch them. I've also created a free SEO checklist for you with everything that I've talked about in this video. And if you want to grab it, just click the link in the description and I'll send it to you on Facebook Messenger. And that's it for this video, guys. I hope you liked it. And if you did, then give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos from me, then subscribe to the channel and make sure you click on that notification bell so you don't miss any new videos that I release. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment section below. And I will see you on the next video.